I'm Matt Stewart. This is DIY Bass Fishing, and today we're going to poly weld a kayak with these. Alright guys, this project is going to help you repair damage to a kayak. If you've had a kayak for any amount of time, you're going to have to do a repair or have a repair done like this at some point for old rigging holes or river rash. You're going to want a heat gun, plastic from your manufacturer, and something to blend it all together. But you don't want to use a regular heat gun. You want to actually use a plastic welder. So I found one fairly inexpensive at my local discount tool shop. This one's got variable heat settings, and it'll keep that heat pinpointed where you want it instead of that big broad area. And you definitely don't want to use a flame. Something else I use for through and through rigging holes I want to repair is heat resistant foil tape. You don't have to have it, but it's just something that helps me out. So clean your kayak so everything sticks right, and apply any backers that you want. Then you're going to want to preheat the area and preheat your welding stick. I'm using a heat setting of about 3 or 4. That's somewhere in between 300 or so degrees. But you're going to want the majority of the heat to go to your welding stick, not your repair site. You want just enough heat there so that it starts to stick and it'll gather plastic to and from the welding stick and the repair site. So you're not looking to liquefy plastic, you're just looking to blend it together, soften it up almost like taffy, or like a stiff taffy. Because if you add too much and you start to liquefy plastic, you're just moments away from caving the area in. When you heat the area, expect a little bit of delay before you see a result. So don't continue heating the area thinking, oh, it's not doing anything, I'm just going to keep adding heat. No, add some heat, try it out, work it around a little bit, add a little bit of heat, take it away. But you're going to want to work your welding stick around the edges, working your way to the center, heating as you go as needed. And use a twisting motion on your welding stick. That way helps work that plastic around. And if you add a little bit too much plastic, that's okay. It's a lot easier to take it away, or it's easy to take it away. But if you start adding too much heat, yeah, that's a lot harder to fix. Now, I use a sheet of Pro Magnet adhesive sheet. I just cut a hunk out of it and use the wax paper backing while it's attached to the magnet to help blend everything together. And I use like a blotting motion. You'll see that here in a second. But this is actually a really good project for any off time that you have during fishing. So a lot of people don't fish during the winter, so that's a prime time to do this type of repair, or to fix that gnarly river rash, or, oh, my husband hit my kayak with a weed eater, or fell out of the back of the truck kind of a repair. Something that's good to have on hand for just in cases is actual water curing epoxy putty. It's great for impromptu, oh my gosh, my kayak is taking on water type of events, and it'll cure underwater in less than 10 minutes, and it's rock hard and ready to, and you can still kayak and do whatever you need to do. So here's that magnet sheet I was talking about. Use a blotting technique and just work the area, blending it into the corners, into the sides, and making sure that everything's compact and pushed down so there's no air bubbles or any pockets of void without plastic. And same rules apply. Just add a little bit of heat, work it around. If it's not moving the plastic or blending it, add a little bit more heat. But if at any point that you feel like you've accumulated too much heat and you're starting to move more plastic than you want, just stop, let the area cool, come back to it, and start again. Use maybe a lower heat setting. And if you've got too much plastic in place like I do, you can use some form of a Dremel tool. I use a carving bit and just use that flat top to just use it almost like an eraser, and just take away from that one area. And if you nick it a little bit, it's okay. You can just add a little bit more plastic. But most companies, you can go to their website and purchase the welding sticks from their website, or give them a little email and they'll be happy to send you some out. And once you get to an area where you feel like you've got everything blended up pretty well, and you want to be sure to match the sheen that's around it, you can actually stop using the blotting technique and kind of scrub at it like you're trying to polish it, but just use really quick swipes back and forth. And so add some heat, swipe back and forth across it, and it'll polish it off and give it a higher sheen than just that matte, look. But like I said, this is a good winter project for repairs that you may have or to repair damage that you may have caused over the spring, summer, and fall. And it's pretty easy to do once you have some practice. I hope this helped out. I'm going to be doing a lot more projects and having a few more adventures, going fishing. So check me out, give me a like, maybe a subscribe if you digged it, and if not, go somewhere else. But I'm going to try to put something out at least once a month. And I'll see y'all next time. Tight lines and safe adventures.